Ponybook is Down by Kaidan. And not just the social media sites.
Hey there, Pipsqueaks! I'm streaming to you live from the Castle Luxurious Spa. The water's fine and I wish you could all jump right in with me.
Pip smiled as a stream of likes and hearts flowed up from her phone, as well as generous donations of bits. Ponies had been asking her to do this for a long time. After all, how else would they be able to see the gorgeous royal hot tub? She set down the phone on the edge of the tub and stretched her hoofs up in the air.
Today's stream is brought to you by Essential Pony Oil Bath Bombs, with over...
Pip glanced to the side at her cue card.
15 lovely fragrances, and no confirmed cases of dermatitis. EPOB is happy to be Zephyr Heights' #1 creator of...
There was a beep as the camera shut off and an error message popped up.
Huh? Ponybook has a 418 error? What in Equestria? I better go to Mare Go and search to see what that means.
Pip sat up in the jacuzzi and dried her hoofs off on a towel.
After all, those adoring fans were really sending the love tonight.
With a few quick taps, she switched to the phone's Thiese browser and pulled up the search engine.
Wait, what's this? A 500 error? Good grief, I guess I have no choice but to check Bing.
She tapped a few more shortcuts and an angry beep issued forth from the phone.
What do you mean cannot resolve domain name server?
Pip tapped on Maretime to call Zip and find out if she was having trouble too. The spinner spun and the page failed to load. Next she tried Knitter. Maybe some pony had posted some news about this outrage? Nothing. She climbed out of the tub and started to dry herself off. Pip took several quick breaths and she felt anxious.
It's okay. It's just a short outrage. I'm sure every pony will be just fine.
2 ponies were standing on the street, looking at their phones in horror.
It won't work. What are we supposed to do?
I don't know. Do you have one of those old radios?
Radio? What's that?
Overhead, one of the large TVs that overlooked the plaza blinked to life and 2 news ponies appeared.
This is Dazzle Feather with breaking news in Zephyr Heights. The internet is down and ponies everywhere are panicking. It has been over 15 minutes now since Princess Pip's positively delightful spa day stream was interrupted. We go live now to Zephyr Berg, CEO and founder of Ponybook.
The camera cut to an office boardroom with frosted glass for the walls. Behind the glass, several dark shapes were seen running to and fro. There were a few flashes in the background and the sound of a pony hitting the glass. Zephyr Berg didn't react to the sound as he began to slowly and monotonously speak to the news anchor.
There has been a minor technical difficulty and our team of highly skilled engineers is working to fix the internet. We believe that there has been a problem in the cloud in a large series of tubes that has become backed up. If every pony remains calm, we should have our entire suite of apps back online in 1 to 48 hours.
A stallion began to excitedly shout as the camera cut over to him.
The players' badges won't work and they can't get out of the locker room. They're gonna starve or suffocate.
Suddenly the TV flickered out, replaced with a blue screen filled with a tiny white text and in large letters the code 0xDF84AC. A squadron of Pegasi guards was circled up outside the strip mall as ponies ran about screaming.
I don't know what Princess Pip is thinking! There hasn't been a neigh on Knitter in hours!
One panicked mare screamed. Stay calm, Thunder shouted. Just return home or go for a nice scenic flight. He turned and looked to the side to see one of the guardsmen walking out of a department store with several pairs of sneakers balanced on his back. Really? Looting? He sighed and shook his head. Queen Haven is going to be very upset.
How will she know? For the first time in years, no pony can record it on their phones. Come on, you know you want a new pair of hoofsies to wear around the house.
The Pegasi winked. Fine, I'll loot one pair if it'll get you to quit messing around and send for reinforcements. Sunny, Hitch and Izzy walked up a steep incline, avoiding the many loose rocks that were strewn along the canyon. They each had a saddlebag on and were wearing concerned looks.
It's not like Zip and Pip to not return their calls,
Sunny stated. Well, Hitch huffed as he tried to catch his breath from the long climb. Probably just a storm. Knocked out their cell phone towers. And it's only been one day. What could be wrong in such a short time?
The fog certainly is thick enough.
Izzy shot a horn blast of magic forward to try and dispel the clouds. Instead, it made them a dazzling shade of purple.
Oh, this fog is really stubborn.
Sunny began the final climb up above the cloud layer.
We're almost to the summit, and then we can see what happened.
She stood before the two enormous buildings that flanked the bridge into Zephyr Heights. Smoke was pouring from the windows of both buildings and pegasi were strewn about the bridge leading into town. The air was filled with moans and whimpers from the lethargic ponies. Hitch rushed forward to help them, and the two mares took off after him. When they got to the nearest pony, Hitch was already kneeling to help. What's wrong? What happened? The Pegasus grabbed Hitch by his bandolier.
No, bars, please. Did Sprout win the Stallion Craft 2 tournament?
Huh? Hitch rubbed a hoof behind his neck in confusion.
Just let me die. Too bored.
The Pegasus slumped on the ground and poked a hoof at his phone, which was flashing with a bright red low battery indicator. The story repeated itself as the three ponies ventured deeper into town. All around them there were ponies that seemed to have lost the will to live. Glass windows in every storefront were shattered and every electronic device looted. Several of the delis and bistros were empty with meals half eaten. Occasionally a pony would stumble past, even a guard or two, but all they could talk about was Clip-Clop, pony fans, or Instamare being down. I think we'd better head to the castle and get some answers from Zip and Pip, Hitch said.
Sounds good. Oh, the elevator's just past that huge fire!
They looked where Izzy was pointing and saw a large building with letters 20 feet tall that read Ponybook. The fire raged, and it seemed most of the Pegasi who weren't in a stupor were doing their best trying to handle firefighting equipment and put it out. Sunny noticed a familiar white pony with a multicolored mane.
Zip!
She ran over to her side. Sitting next to her was Pip, though her normally pink fur was stained black with soot.
What happened?
Zip shot a sideways glance at Sunny while rubbing a hoof on Pip's back.
She tried to get inside, into the cloud, to fix her live stream. How do I know if they like me? I haven't talked to any pony in days.
Pip pouted. Zip rolled her eyes.
One day, Pippy. It's been only one day. And we all like you.
She looked back at Sunny.
She's been like this ever since our internet went out.
All this, Hitch waved a hoof around, is because you didn't have internet for a day? She nodded.
I've seen it before, but never this bad.
As the fire subsided, a figure started walking through the smoke, and out of the front doors of Ponybook. Zephyrburg marched out towards the firefighters and Princess Pip, his business suit immaculately clean and his fur unstained by the fire. He didn't so much as smirk, his expression holding all the charm and poise of a still image of a pony whose cat had just died. Princess Pip, we've fixed the server and recovered your Ponybook account. Zephyrburg tilted his head. Pip suddenly beamed with joy and launched herself at him to hug him.
Oh, thank you so much, thank you! You know,
Izzy said,
this is why unicorns don't have smartphones in Bridalwood. I mean, we do play some War Pony 40k and flip tables like you wouldn't believe, but we haven't burned down the town in many, many moons. I think there's an important lesson to be learned here, Pip, about doing awesome stuff in moderation and...
Pip, totally ignoring Izzy's sound advice, began shouting happily at her phone.
Hello there, Pipsqueaks! Today we are live streaming with Zephyberg from the site of a 5-alarm fire that consumed most of a data center!
And slowly, as the signal went out to every Pegasus in town with battery charge left in their device, Zephyr Heights recovered before every pony's eyes.
And remember, like, subscribe, and ring that bell!
Okay, every pony. This is once again comment time with Visual Pony, where I will remind you that you can support Pony&Wolf Productions through the links down in the description. Every dollar helps, is needed, and very much appreciated. You can become a channel member today to receive exclusive downloads of these stories. And oh my goodness! I have so seen shit like that happen in real life. I mean, not to that extent, but have you ever been there when someone had no internet and they were like, these, smartphone zombies, these people who are constantly on their phones watching TikTok, tweeting, being on Facebook. Personally, I am on my tablet most of the time because, I watch YouTube, I catch up with some commentary YouTubers that I watch, or listen to creepypastas before I go to sleep. Here's the thing though, and I have said this before and people will hate me for saying it again. That's one reason why I don't use an iPhone. Because putting media on an iPhone is just horrible. You have no access to the internal memory. You can't put in an SD card. You can't just plug it into your PC and have it like an external storage device. You have to use fucking iTunes. Because here's the thing. I, personally, don't have a problem when the internet goes out. I'll just grab my phone, or in this case my tablet because I can't afford a phone. I don't have the money for a phone. So I just grab my tablet, connect it to my PC, and put some audiobooks on there. Or, I have so much offline media that I can consume if I want to. And just... I don't understand people who are just constantly tweeting and Facebooking and, I have to watch that live stream, I can't miss that stream, it's so cool, it's so important. No, it's not. If the streamer is at least a little bit considerate, they will have an archive of that stream so you can watch it later, And, personally, I do that when I live stream on Twitch, which is, by the way, twitch.tv/thevisualpony. Then my videos are archived, so you can watch them back whenever you want. Even the ones that Twitch eventually deletes, I export to my secondary YouTube account, so that it's always backup, that people can watch it. But holy crap, guys. This is a part of social commentary that I can just completely agree with. Because I remember with my ex-girlfriend, oh god. I had a serious problem with her being on the phone all the time. And yeah, that was a huge stress factor in our relationship. Also the whole texting and constantly like, WhatsApp and Discord and whatnot. I have had people who freaked out at me if I don't respond in like a minute. And I'm like, guys, calm down. I've got a life. Okay, my life right now is mostly recording, silly pony stories, but you know what I mean. I'm a valid human being. Sincerely yours, Visual Pony, and I hope that this story finds you in good, in body and mind.